in the morning bumping Coltrane. The sunrise on Adams Hill been giving me such a thrill. I'm wondering how it feel, how my life changed. Just a black boy out here chasing black joy. Today I'm thinking about my Uncle Mike.
All right, we needed some music to get us on our feet this morning. It's 7 degrees, taking a live look outside at Fountain Square. That is Nephew by Oreo Jones. And if you're wondering why we're listening to some funky grooves this morning on Daybreak, that is because the date has been set for Indy's largest hip hop festival, Chreece. We have Oreo Jones, the founder of Chreece Hip Hop Festival here. We also have Jane's son, Kim, who is the festival director. Welcome. I feel like we just saw you guys like 6 months ago, but that is not the case. This has rolled around again. Time is just going so fast, and we are so excited because we are one step closer to the festival.
Yes. Good morning. Thank you so
Good
much
morning.
for having us.
I'm sorry you had to go out into the cold to get here.
Yeah,
But we have a nice warm studio.
Yes, it's warm in here. It feels good. We're happy to be back. The festival, we're celebrating our 10th anniversary of hip hop in Fountain Square, so we're really excited.
Wow.
We started this in 2015. So yeah, we're excited to get the ball rolling, get the artists on board, and celebrate hip hop here in the city.
Before we get there, tell us when, where, what details do you have for us about it?
August 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah, this summer, the weekend before Labor Day, we're taking over Fountain Square, about 7 different venues, probably about over 70 local hip hop artists, DJs, producers, dancers, visual artists. It's gonna be a celebration.
Awesome. Okay. So Jane, tell us, artist submissions, let's circle back to that. It's time. If you want to perform, if you want to get in the mix,
Yes.
you got to get your submissions in early.
Yes, you have a full month to get your submissions in. I think the biggest thing is that Indiana has an incredible, diverse group of rappers, singers, DJs, producers that really need to submit and be a part of the festival. I think every year what I'm looking forward to is discovering that new person where I'm like, where have you been? What are you doing? You need
Okay.
to come play Chreece.
So here's the thing. I'm glad you mentioned that because there is someone at home waiting for their moment right now. They may be uploading their video to TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, well, X. But anywho, you get what I'm saying, those of you at home. You got your platforms, but nothing beats getting on a stage and being discovered in front of a live audience because it's all about performing. So what are you looking for?
I have to say the biggest thing is what I really like about Jay Brookins, who does our artist curatorial committee, is that it's about live performance. So are you able to perform for at least 15 to 20 minutes in front of a live audience and really give the energy? Because you're looking at 70 to 80 local artists. That's a lot of people that people are going to be looking at. Can you hold someone's attention when they've never seen you perform a song? That's a big thing. So I think that's number one. We never want to set up anybody for not success, let's say.
Wonderful. Okay, so let's talk about this. Highlights of the festival from last year and moving on to this year. Oreo, I know you have a whole list of highlights, but if you could narrow it down to 2 or 3, what are you most looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the activations. Last year was the first year we closed down all the streets in Fountain Square. So what we can do to bring more community activations. It's something for everyone. So yeah, just doing all kinds of activities. We have visual art stuff, components, street art, vendors, just kind of reaching out to more than just music. It's celebrating just the culture of people that are making cool things here in the city.
And I have a question for both of you because I know it's going to be a bit different depending on how you look at it. But first timers, there are going to be so many people discovering the festival for the first time. So what do each of you have to say for those of you who are going to be looking at this story and saying, maybe I should go?
That's a good question. I think you should go with an open mind and try to discover something new that you have never heard before or seen before. I think that's important to just kind of go in blind and be surprised because there's a lot of cool stuff here in the city. Yeah.
Awesome, Jane.
I'll piggyback off of that. Definitely come with an open mind, but the thing that I look forward to is going to the fest and just being surprised. Being surprised that Indy has so much talent, being surprised that I think a lot of times we're we gotta go somewhere else, Chicago or LA or New York. We don't. Everything is thriving here. You just need to have access to it. So come with an open mind, see somebody new that you've never seen before.
Okay, now before we go, we have like 20 seconds left. Tickets aren't available just yet, but is there a target time that you're thinking of getting that online?
Yeah, we'll be announcing here in April, but I think in the meantime, it's important we want to get as many artist submissions. So like, we want to hear from everyone here in the city, and I think that's the most important. So yeah, ChreeceAF.com. Submit all your music. We're looking for singers, rappers, producers, DJs, dancers out there. We're looking for you, American Idol style. Let's go.
Oreo, I like it. Jane, both of you, thank you so much. Before we toss it on over to Ryan Morse, we were kind of playing around here a little bit, posing on the desk. Do we need to hit our album cover before we toss it on over to Ryan? What are we doing? Boom.
Ooh, I like this little
I
strong
like
tune
it.
thing.
Same here. Friends, it's always good to have you stop by. And of course, I know you'll be back in a couple months when tickets go on sale.
Yes.
So we'll just put that down in the date.